Imagine being the most powerful god in the universe, the ruler of Mount Olympus, the god who commands thunder and lightning. And then, one day, your own family decides that you are no longer fit to rule. Zeus wasn't simply challenged by an enemy. He was almost overthrown by the very gods who lived beside him. So who dared to challenge the king of Olympus? And how did Zeus survive? This is the story of the day Zeus nearly lost his throne. After defeating the Titans, Zeus became the ruler of the gods. He divided the universe with his brothers. Zeus received the heavens, Poseidon received the sea, and Hades received the underworld. But ruling Olympus was not always peaceful. Zeus was powerful. He was also feared. And according to one ancient tradition, some of the other gods eventually became tired of his authority. They began to wonder, could Zeus actually be replaced? The rebellion was not led by ordinary mortals. It involved powerful gods themselves. Among them were Hera, Poseidon, and Athena, with other divine figures becoming involved in the struggle. Their plan was simple: overpower Zeus and restrain him. One day, the conspirators managed to seize the opportunity. Zeus was overwhelmed and bound. For perhaps the first time since becoming ruler of Olympus, the king of the gods was powerless. But there was one problem. The conspirators had captured Zeus, but they had not captured the secret of how to keep Olympus united. Once Zeus was restrained, the question became, who would rule next? And that was where the rebellion began to fall apart. The gods were powerful, but they were not united. Arguments erupted. Different gods had different ideas about what should happen next. And while they were busy fighting over the future of Olympus, someone loyal to Zeus was watching. The sea goddess Thetis learned what had happened. She understood something the conspirators had forgotten. Zeus was not merely a powerful god. He was the center of the Olympian order. Thetis sought help from the giant Briareus, one of the mighty Cenomans. Briareus had 100 arms, and when he arrived, the conspirators suddenly realized that their victory was not as secure as they had believed. Briareus helped free Zeus. The rebellion collapsed, and the king of Olympus reclaimed his throne. The attempted coup became a warning. The gods might argue. They might compete. They might even turn against one another. But overthrowing Zeus was another matter entirely. His position as ruler of Olympus had survived its greatest internal threat, and Zeus remained king. But perhaps the most fascinating part of this story isn't Zeus's power. It's the lesson hidden inside the rebellion. Power can make someone ruler, but keeping power is much harder. Even the gods could become jealous. Even immortals could betray one another. And even the king of Olympus could find himself completely helpless. Yet Zeus survived because his enemies discovered something too late. Defeating a ruler is one thing. Building a kingdom without him is another. And that is why the throne of Olympus remained Zeus's. The king of the gods had been bound, but he was never truly defeated. And the next time Olympus challenged Zeus, everyone would remember what happened.